What's good, everybody? It's your boy Necro, opening some packs. New set. Ooey. This is the shit I got for free, or not free. I don't know. Yeah, Vampire Queen. Cool skin. And 50 packs. Oh boy. Interesting. Dollhouse of Horrors. Okay, we'll just do the rares quick. Ooh. Nice, damn. Wolf Tribal. So whenever this whenever this creature attacks with another creature with greater power, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Interesting. So whenever this thing trains, exile up to one other target creature from a battlefield or creature card from a graveyard. The fuck? When savior of this thing leaves the battlefield, put the exiled cards basically back. So, wow. Okay, that's good. The fuck? Oh, Necro Duality. Might be the first deck, who knows? Let's see. Whenever a non-token zombie enters the battlefield under your control, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Everbread Caretaker. Hexproof. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put 2+1/+1 counters on any target creature you control, or on another target creature you control. Daybound, and then when it flips, hexproof. Other permanents you control have hexproof, so at the beginning of combat on your turn, put 2/1/1 counters on each creature you control. Damn. Hollow Hinge Hunt Master. That's pretty sick. Interesting. Cultivator Colossus. Cultivator Colossus power and toughness are equal to each equal to the number of lands you control. When Cultivator Colossus enters the battlefield, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tab. If you do, draw a card and repeat this process. Headless Rider, that looks fucking sick. Purple and green. That's, man, when this comes in, whenever Headless Rider or another non-token zombie you control dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. 3/1 for 3 with sort of upside, I guess, if you, well, I don't know. Not good, not bad. Amazing art though. Best art, oh man. Geist, Dream Shackle Geist. Flying, 3/1 for 3. Beginning of combat, tap a creature or like freeze a creature or whatever. It's pretty cool actually. And then these, so 10 more. Or I did something wrong. Old Rutstein. Legendary creature human peasant. When Old Rutstein enters the battlefield or at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. If a land card is milled this way, create a treasure token. If a creature card is milled this way, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. If a non-creature non-land card is milled this way, create a blood token. Okay, so self-mill, but with an upside almost every time. That's kind of decent. Forget what blood tokens do, but interesting. Okay, hopefully the 10 this time. Well, it's Runebound Wolf. 2 for 2, 2. That's not bad. And then let's see. Deals damage equal to the number of wolves and werewolves you control to target opponent. That could actually be really decent. In either a mono red or red and green wolf deck. Woofa. Especially it's already a bear, you know, it's a 2 for 2/2. It's a bear, aka a wolf, a runebound wolf. Anyways, let's open 10. Cast like Wolf Rider. Oh, what the fuck? 1 menace for 1/2 for 1 menace. Tap 3, exile 3 cards from your graveyard, create a 3/2 red wolf creature token. Interesting. Plays into the self mill. Dread Feast Demon. Damn, that's sick. That's really cool. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice a non-demon creature. If you do, create a token that's a copy of Dreadfast Demon. Whoa, wait. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice a non-demon creature. Okay. If you do, create a token that's a copy of this. So then you would have to sacrifice another non-demon creature per copy of this. It doesn't have like haste. I don't really know if that's good. Unless you're gaining something else from creatures entering the battlefield and leaving the battlefield. I mean, it just seems like a really good art, sadly. But, yeah. Wild card, let's see. Torrens, Fist of the Angels, legendary creature, human cleric, 2/2 for 3, training. I forget what training is already. When this creature attacks with another creature with greater power, go to 1. Okay, so if something bigger attacks with him, he gets a 1/1. Okay. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 green and white human soldier creature token with training. That's decent, so it automatically would grow. Because in theory, when you're playing your next, like when this would trigger, it would be the turn that this card, Torrens, would be attacking. Because in theory, it'd be the next turn. In theory, you know, or whatever, but anyways. Dawnheart Martyr. Wait. Interesting. So 3. Flying Lifelink Spirit Warlock. Okay, that's cool. Protection from vampires. Power and toughness are equal to the number of permanents you control that are spirits and or enchantments. It's an odd combination. And then on the flip side, when you disturb it or whatever. Silly. Okay, wait, what's disturb? Well, you may cast this card from your graveyard, transform for its disturb cost. Okay, so after this dies, has a flashback effect, sort of. And then when you do, it's Catilda's Rising Dawn. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature has flying, lifelink, and protection from vampires. It gets +X/+X, where X is the number of permanents you control that are spirits and or enchantments. If Catilda's Rising Dawn would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Okay, so basically, this creature, the whole star thing for its ability becomes the buff on the enchantment. That's pretty interesting. Not too bad for a 3-drop, really. I mean, provided the deck's built around it. I mean, it would have to be, otherwise it's just, yeah. But, wow, double rare. Not the best, not the worst. Winged Portent. Instant. Cleave. What is cleave? You may cast this spell for its cleave cost. If you do, remove the words in square brackets. So if you pay this for 6, including 1 green, instead of 3 for only 2 blue, draw a card for each creature you control, or for each creature, if you pay 6, with flying, you control. Remove the words in square bracket. Oh. So normally if you pay 3, it's for each flying creature. But if you pay 6, it's for each creature. Okay, that's weird. Hamlet Vanguard, Human Warrior, Ward 2. Whenever this enters the battlefield, or this enters the battlefield with 2 1/1 counters for each non-token human you control. Oh wow. It's decent, actually. Human tribal, maybe. John to humans, who knows? Oh, human not only, or, oh wow, okay. Maybe that'll be it. Time serve, when you discard 1 or more cards, create a zombie. Might be decent. 10 more. Okay, Falconer, Forebear, Vampire. 3 for a 3/1 flyer, can't block. When it deals combat damage to a player, create a blood token. What is a blood token? Discard a card, sacrifice this artifact, draw a card. So basically it's a discard a card, draw a card. But also if you have permanents that gain benefits from you sacrificing things or things dying or whatever, that might be a factor. Let's see. Sacrifice 2 blood tokens, return this from the graveyard to the battlefield. It's not too bad. Since it has flying, it would maybe generate the tokens often enough. And if you just had a blood token deck type deal, like, it would be fine regardless, so it's not too bad. What else? Ascendant Pack Leader 1 for a 2/1, that's already good on its own. Beautiful wolf, oh man. Ascendant Pack Leader enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it if you control a permanent with mana value 4 or greater. Whenever you cast a spell with the mana value 4 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on this. Interesting. Mythic, gotta love it. Ill-tempered loner. Oh man, it hits home. It hits home. Anyways, when this is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target. This gets +2/+0 until the end of turn, day bound. And then when it flips, whenever a permanent you control is dealt damage, Howlpack Avenger deals that much damage to any target. Sounds really like abusable. And then it gets +2/+0, so interesting. That's really good. Ooh, what the fuck is this? Okay, so wait. So the top one is Runo Stromkirk, Vampire Cleric. Really cool. Flying. When Runo Stromkirk enters the battlefield, put up to 1 target creature from the graveyard on top of your library. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card. If a creature card with mana value 6 or greater is revealed this way, transform Runo Stromkirk. And then when it flips, Prothis, Lord of the Deep. Ooh. Kraken Horror. When Prothis, Lord of the Deep attacks, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of another target attacking creature. If that creature is a Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, or Serpent, create 2 of those tokens instead. Interesting, so some kind of, I don't know if that's more for Commander or if that's going to be valid within the set. That'd be kind of cool. I hope so. Some kind of weird strategy. Wing Portent, you saw that before. Sigarda's Summon 6 for an enchantment. Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have base power and toughness 4/4 flying and are angels in addition to their other types. That's odd, but that's cool. Ange, Maid of Dishonor. Whenever Mages of Dishonor, and or one or more other vampires enter the battlefield under your control, create a blood token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Sacrifice another creature or a blood token. Each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. I mean, I don't know. It's 4/4/4/5, so that's already pretty decent. And then if you're just already doing vampire and or blood token and or both stuff, it's just a payoff, so I can see it. Land, Dream Root Cascade, actually really cool art. So these are interesting lands. They're like slow lands. They come in tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. I've never. I mean, it definitely works, I guess. Mirror Hall Mimic. You may have this enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it's a spirit in addition to its other types. Okay. 10 more. Ezrith, or Aerith, Tormented Prophet, Human Wizard, Legendary. Let's see, so 3 for 2/4. If you would draw a card, exile the top 2 cards of your library instead. You may play those cards this turn. So does it mean like play like for free, or does it just mean you may cast those if you can afford them? I'm pretty sure that's what it means. Probably. Duh. Kind of vague wording there. Anyways, overcharged amalgam. I don't know, that's a weird word. Zombie Horror, Flash Flying Exploit. What is exploit? When this creature enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a creature. Interesting. When overcharged amalgam exploits a creature, counter target spell, activate ability, or trigger. Wow. Okay, so if you set up a deck like that, that's probably why zombie. Oh man. Okay. Interesting. Rare wild card, perfect. Storm Carved Coast, cool little art. They went like heavy on the purple on the set. I like it for like card arts or whatever. See, even purple-ish or whatever. I don't know. Creepy Puppeteer sounds creepy. When this thing attacks, if you attacked with exactly one other creature this combat, you may have that creature's base power and toughness become 4/3 until the end of turn. That's cool. So if it's less than that, it's free buff. And then plus whatever it already has, so that's cool. I believe his attendance, whenever this deals damage, create that many. Wow, that's actually really good. 6/6 for 6, kind of slow. And then you can ping for 1 to anything. And then it just says deals damage. It doesn't even say like deals damage to a player or whatever. So every time you're swinging, regardless, you're going to get 6 blood tokens. So it's actually pretty. If you can give this thing haste, like immediate payoff, and just do it when they're tapped out or something, so that you're at least guaranteed that you get your 6 blood tokens, then that's pretty cool. And the art's just pretty cool. But let's see. Giraffe, interesting. Zombies you control have flying. Wow. What? Sacrifice another non-token creature. Create XX blue zombie creature token where X is sacrifice creature's toughness. That's what the fuck. That's busted. Or I mean, I don't know about busted, but it's like definitely undercosted. It shouldn't have cost 1. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but Torrens again. Yeah. Graph Reaver. Looks cool. Zombie Warrior Exploit. You may sacrifice a creature. Yeah, that's what exploit is. When this thing exploits a creature, destroy target planeswalker. What? At the beginning of your upkeep, Graph Ravager or Reaver deals 1. What the fuck? This is a 2 for a 3/3 and it kills a planeswalker. You could set that up on turn 2, that's no fucking problem. But like, you wouldn't be fighting a planeswalker on turn 2, would you? Maybe, like, I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be turn 2. I, like, this card just seems really good, but maybe I'm, I don't know. I don't know. How is this a card? Maybe I'm misreading it? Like, 2 for a 3/3 creature with no downside. And when you sacrifice a creature, when it comes in, you get to destroy a planeswalker. Like, you're gonna sacrifice a 1/1 or a 0/1 token. You're gonna sacrifice the dumbest shit and you're gonna destroy a planeswalker? Like, how is this a fucking godly creature? That makes no sense. But that's really cool. And for 2 for a 3, like, I don't get. Is this like the best fucking 2-drop in black? Like, what is this? Like, I don't get it. I feel like this is a banger. Like, I almost want to go buy like 10 of these just because. Or, I don't know, some goofy shit like that. Anyways. Thalia, wow, she's back. First strike, non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. That's for everybody, that's interesting. Well, I guess I have to finish this off the slow way. Change it. 4 changes, discard your hand, then draw a card for each card you discard this way. Cost 4. It's the Guardian Paladin. As long as you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on a creature this turn, the Guardian Paladin has trample and lifelink. Target creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it gains trample and lifelink until the end of turn. That's decent. Yeah. I'm not worried about the comments, sadly, currently. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You see it. This should be enough. I'm tired. Not gonna lie. My bad. Shit. Same rare, 2 packs. What's going on? I'm getting gypped. I feel ripped off, man. Ooh, what the oh man, that's. I really like that art. Demonic Bargain. I need to wet my whistle. Yeah. Ooh. Big old fucking slug, snail, whatever. Man, that's cool. I like that. Crab horror, yeah. Only in the bathroom, right? I saw the top 13 cards of your library, then search your library for a card. Put that card into your hand, then shuffle. How would something be so worth that unless you had a trigger ability for cards being exiled from the top of your library or something? I don't know. I'm sure there is in the entirety of the game, but not necessarily in standard. Maybe, who knows? Another mythic, nice. Ooh. Dig up. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. So you may cast this for its cleave cost if you do remove the words in square brackets. So if you pay 5, you search your library for a card, put it in your hand, then shuffle. But if you pay 1, you search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. I mean, it seems really good regardless. Like, why are we tutoring for cards of no restriction? Like, I don't get it. Only for 5, or I mean, not only for 5, but like, that's, you get the exact card you need for 5. Quote unquote undetectable unless you already have the counter spell or like a discard spell like on the spot. So it's like I don't know about this already. It's gonna be an interesting little addition to standard. Cool little vampire buff artifact. Interesting. Blood token. Interesting. Ooh. Artifact. Sanguine Statuette. When it enters, create a blood token. When you salvage a blood token, you may have it become a 3/3 vampire artifact creature with haste. Interesting. Ooh, Zombie Kraken. 5/4 for 5. Rot Tide Gargantua. Well, I guess that's the last pack. It's funny. It's just glitched out or what? Oh well. Yeah, it's your boy over here, NecroMTG. If you watched, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, signing off.